Alright. And looks like I think we're good. I know we're good. I think we're good. Let me just check over here on Streamlabs, make sure everything's good. Still not used to that thing yet. Mic is on, audio's on. Okay, we're good. I think. Switch over to HDMI. Bring this over. Bring the mic over. Just gotta bring this table a bit closer. Yo, 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 how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day or night so far. Super, oh yeah, that's right, I gotta put it on Twitter as well. Yeah, this is kind of just extremely last minute. Let's see. Just started. Okay, I think there we go. All right, got that up now. Oh, do you know which video it was? Because I remember I saw the Porsche video. I saw the Grand Valley video. I think I might have missed out in that video where he mentions me. Yeah, I'm not too sure which one. I might have just forgotten to pay attention. I just can't remember. But yeah, I've kind of been in the vortex for the past hour or so, trying to get a 116 in for Daily Race A. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stream it. Just gonna stream it and hope that I get a 116. Because then that'll be really awesome. Because this car and we have a bit of history. So, bit of story time between this car and I. Last summer we over here in America, we had a thing called the Porsche Cup, or the Porsche eSports Cup. And the way it worked was that there were, I think it was 4 rounds. Was it 4? I don't know. It was like a series of rounds, and I'm already forgetting how to drive. And yeah, I think it's best 3 rounds count. And one of those rounds was at Laguna Seca with this car, so the Porsche 993 RCS. I remember because I thought at the time, it's like, okay, I think I have a legitimate chance of qualifying for top 12 online and getting flown out to Indianapolis, because round 1 already went bad. This was round 2, so Laguna Seca with the 993. So I was sweating out this combo, or that combo, so much. However, the problem is that I think I over-practiced it to the point where when it really mattered, like, it all just came crumbling down. I mean, I still have that stream up if you want to witness the embarrassment firsthand, like, cringe for me. But yeah, that round just did not go well. Arkies, how's it going? Woody Boy, how's it going? Scratchy Master, hello, hello. Yeah, I was stuck. I was stuck in the vortex for this combo because originally I think I was at 17.8, and I was like, he's like, I think I can do better than that. So I just started trying to get a hang of this car again. Eventually, he's like 17.7, 17.6, 17.3. I got stuck at 17.3 for a while, then at 17.1, and now I'm stuck at this. Although I think I've already cooled off, so now I'm gonna be really bad again. Yeah, actually, Arkies, I was doing Daily Race 8 early today, and it was a it was a very mixed bag. Because the first race A I did, I got punted off twice by one individual. I don't even know who he is, but I guess he really had a thing for me because he punted me off twice. And then the second race went better. Still trying to come to grips with the car. Unfortunately, lost. I think I was in second place. And then the third race was really good. That one was a lot of fun. That one, I won the race, but what makes me sad is that as I'm forgetting how to drive again, what makes me sad is that the guy who I barely won against, like, he had a half-second penalty, and if he didn't have that half-second penalty, the difference between like our finishing times would have been 0.003 of a second. It was really close, but it was a really enjoyable race. Yes, J-Funk, it's a random stream. Like, I was thinking about it for a while. I was like, should I stream? He's like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'll stream for a bit. Although I can't stream for too long because I have a appointment early in the morning, and then I'm gonna be gone all day. Oh, you gotta try again. You're really close to a 16. You gotta go for it. Yeah, this turn. What turn is that? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn 4, 5. Whatever this turn number is, has been screwing me up a lot of times. How's it going? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just doing a short time trial stream as I'm starting to embarrass myself again because I'm forgetting how to drive again. Yeah, so this is race A. The current race A. I've been stuck at low 17. I've been stuck on low 117 for a while, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna stream it. See where this goes. Actually, I don't even know which ghost this is because I've been backing out of them. Oh no, this is not the 117. This is not the 117 one. This one's something else. Yeah, this turn is so tricky to nail down. Yeah, I had a good idea of how to go through it earlier today, but now I've completely forgotten again. Like, it gets really frustrating to nail it down. Endless, how's it going? All good, welcome. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of time trialing. You're gonna watch me struggle for about I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. I mean, it's 10:47, so I'm probably gonna stream for maybe a little over 2 hours maximum if I can't get this 117 or 116, because it's pretty late over here, or it's getting pretty late. Just gotta be really careful with this turn. Much better. But yeah, if you're wondering what it's like to make the lap guides, if you're watching it now, where I just hit the retry button about a million times, and whatever turn that number is. So what is that again? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say 7, 4 and 7 like to screw me up a lot. World beast. No, I'm a very okay driver. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 combinations where I somehow end up being really good at, but a lot of the time I'm just an okay driver or player. Yeah, Arcades. Especially in the race, because that turn, yeah, I'm just gonna say turn number 4 in the race. That's where I was struggling because I kept on going really wide, kept on braking way too late, and that's how some of the other people were able to stay right on my tail, or worse, that will lead me to make another mistake as I go through the other turns. You just feel this thing slide around. Please turn. Hold on. I still don't know which ghost I'm using right now. Oh, and it's really easy to hit that wall. You lose so much time. I think that ghost is at 118. So this is probably gonna be mid 117. Dominican, how's it going? And I'm at high 117. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, these turns right here is really weird because the car starts to slide, but then you start to give it power, and if you do it just right, the car will behave. And then I hit the wall again. That's gonna be a common thing: hitting the walls and getting penalties, spinning out. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, it's a. I don't remember Grand Valley being this difficult. Maybe that's just me being naive, because I don't remember when was the last time I've been to Grand Valley. I think it was Gran Turismo 4, so it's been quite some time. Did I miss someone? No. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so Silva, hello. Endless, hello. There we go. I think I caught up with the messages. Yeah, I was watching Super GT's video about this race. I was like, and then I saw him beat my time. I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to go beat his time now. Yeah, okay, yeah, it did the thing over here where the car doesn't really want to turn the way that you want it to turn. And that's the thing. If you brake just a bit too late, then it's all gonna go downhill. No pun intended. Come on. I already have a bad feeling that this is going to be a long stream or a long night, because I'm already struggling big time. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. That, and I also remember, I think, what was it, during the Porsche Cup when I use this car, this car doesn't feel as squirmy as it did back then, which is a very good thing, but it's still very difficult to drive. as I hit the wall again. I'm braking too late now. And that's part of the thing. That's one of the bad habits I've been getting for this combination. We're trying to force the car through the turns, so I'll brake way too late. So the car just, it starts to misbehave, or it just doesn't want to turn. And I end up in a wall. Or go way too wide and lose a whole second. Yeah, oh my goodness. Actually, Arkies, I have a story about this car from Gran Turismo Sport. There was a league race that I did with this car. It was a one-make race, but we did on the sports soft tires. And how long was the race? I think it was like almost 2-hour race with this car at Alsace Village. And there we go. And I remember I was competing with one of my friends, and what's crazy is that throughout the entire run, we were never more than like 4 seconds apart from each other. And it came down to the last lap where we were neck and neck. As I'm messing this up, we were neck and neck. I almost bent it at the very last moment, and never mind, bend it. Our finishing time was like, what was it? It was less than a tenth. It was like a really close finish, and I barely scraped by with the win. It was a really fun race, though. But yeah, that car was something else in sport. I don't know how we were able to keep the car well behaved throughout the entire race, because ever since 7, I've had a hard time getting the hang of this car. I think I was better with sports physics. I think the physics here made me worse, because I've noticed that my pace has gone down, and it takes me longer to try to find my pace. But that's just a case of skill issue with me. Stay behaved. That's a corner cut. Oh, that would have been sweet if that actually counted. Could you imagine if that was allowed? That would have been sweet. But that's not going to count. I'm gonna need some of your pace, because some of my pace went missing. I just need to invest a lot more time in getting good with this game. Laney, how's it going? Yeah, but I think my pace has generally been consistent in GT7, but overall I think it's a bit slower than what it was in sport. But again, I know if I can put in a lot more time, then I think that's where I'll start to find my pace back. Behave. Oh, that's a corner cut. I got on the brakes too early. I would love to adjust the brake balance, but there's a little problem with that. We don't have brake balance. Would have been nice though. I just gotta try to predict what the car is gonna do next. There we go. Go back to course map. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the haptic feedback because I tried with the controller for a while. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, so I turned it off. Like I think for like whenever I'm on the controller, I don't have any sort of feedback. Like I have the regular vibration, the haptic feedback, I have it all turned off. Ah, you stepped that on me. I'm gonna keep going with this lap. I know it's not the best, but I don't want to press retry for like the 80th time. And this car is such a wild ride. There we go. I think. Oh, I'm actually gonna find time right now. I already forgot that I hit the wall right at the end. Yeah, I mean we are seeing some brake balance. Just some. Here we go, 714. But I would like to see it in other races as well. I think this one could have been useful with one. I'll read that message in a moment. I think the car didn't like that. And the car didn't like that either. I'm gonna throw it way too early. Yeah, this lap was already ruined, so I'm just gonna set up for the next lap. Give me a moment. There we go. Alright, first let me read the message. I find the controller haptic to be really good for me. Finally tells me what the car is doing. Huh. Well, the good thing is that it helps. Yeah, it does help some people out. You know, for me, it was just like, I know. For me, it felt awkward, but it is pretty nice to hear that that's helping some people get a better feel for the car. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. This was not good. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, I can feel the car just wants to. It wants to do its own thing. And the thing is that I don't want to keep pressing retry because the time of day is moving along. So as the session goes on, I'll be able to see a bit more of the track. So it won't be so shadowy. And we're just gonna set it for the next lap. But I know I can get that 116. I just gotta get it all together. I guess that's just me longing for some of the things from GT Sport days. About the brake balance. Although it is weird that for race B you don't have brake balance. Oh no, the car didn't like that. It wanted to turn left when it shouldn't. This is gonna be a long night, guys. This is Daily Race A. Daily Race A's time trial. So it's pretty much a fully stock Porsche 993 RCS on sports hard tires. And yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, you can still modify the car through GT Auto, so like putting the splitters, the wings, but because the balance of performance thing is on, it turns it into cosmetic only. So whether you have a wing or not, it doesn't make a difference. It only takes the stock values of the car. But yeah, I've had a history with this car in GT Sport and GT7, so that's why I'm a bit hell-bent on trying to get a 116. That was a little close. I'm trying to be careful about getting on the throttle too early so the car doesn't do weird things. But there you go. Slowly starting to chip down the time again, so that's all that matters. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't think I did many of these, because I think I remember trying it out every now and then. I was like, okay, yeah, this car's crazy. Do I want to do this? No. Okay, I'm going to bed. Oh, kept the car under control. Ooh, almost hit the wall. Come on, work with me. Work with me, car. Oh, I don't know how I did that. Too bad it's not gonna find me half a second. That'd be really awesome if it did. I haven't actually. It's been a while since I've used this car, at least for the single player stuff. So I will need to try that out. I know the last Porsche, well, not counting the Porsche 911 RSR, I remember about a month ago, I was messing around with the Porsche Carrera GT. I mean, I know it's not a rear engine wheel drive, but it's a beast of its own. As I messed this up, fall off a cliff. It's a beast of its own, but I was able to tune it because I was specifically trying to get a 650 pp tune out of it. And it's still a bit of a wild ride, but man, I'm not gonna lie, it's such an exciting ride. I think I was able to keep most of its power. I couldn't do that many things to it though, because its performance point range was already up there. Oh yeah, yeah, I missed that as well, J Funk. So now I have to. So now you have to continuously do laps. Oh, that's a much better turn one. Hold on. Hold on. When sliding a bit too much. Yeah, this I botched this turn. I thought I was getting close, but not quite yet. The really sharp hairpin in the middle of sector 2 started to slide, and that little bit of sliding was what killed my momentum. But still, I think this ghost is the 117.5. So it's not the 0.1, because I backed out of the mode. Oh no. I felt the car struggle. I don't know how to describe it, because like you want to turn, but then here I'll show you what I mean. Because I'm turning, but then I feel the car wanting to jerk to the left, so then I have to fight it a bit, and then it just goes downhill from there. Now I gotta get this back in. So that's what I felt making my way down the hill, downhill to the right. And I know it's like once I feel that, it's like if the car is not liking that at all. The car is fighting me now, and usually the car ends up winning. Oh yeah, last corner is really annoying as well. That one I'm kind of just guessing it. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I've seen how the number 1 time does it. I still feel like I'm guessing what I'm doing. I know you're supposed to go for like a really late apex, but every time it's like, do I do it here? Okay, I'm gonna do it here. Good luck. If only I could see my optimal time or my current session. PD, you gotta put that in if you're watching this. That'd be very nice. I think I tried my ghost. There we go. There's my ghost. Let's try this again. I know this is not a good start to the lap, but we're just gonna keep going. That's probably a corner cut. Is it a corner cut? That's a corner cut. Yeah, it'd be very nice if we could have that back. I wonder if I can, because I know there's like some sort of chat that some of the PD staff use. I wonder if I could talk to one of those people who has those contacts and be like, yo, can you tell PD to add this back in? Because that'd be really awesome. I don't know how much work it'd take, but to implement the current session thing back in, but that'd be a very nice what do you call it, quality of life change. Unless if there's like a very good reason why they did not bring that back, but we'll probably never know. Come on. It's probably a 10th up right now. Yeah, I was a little too slow and I just tapped the wall. Well, at least I'm barely ahead of the ghost. You know what? That could be true. that could be one good reason. Oh, I hit the curb. That was nasty. Oh no, Hatsum's on break, and oh, yep, it did the thing. It did the thing. Hatsum had enough fun with, especially with the other AC. He unfortunately went off a cliff, so he's swimming around. He'll be back next week, maybe. Yeah, it could be. Oh, actually, and also now that tuning is a lot more of a thing compared to GT Sport. You know what? I guess there's many good reasons or probable reasons why that's not here and why we probably won't see it. Yeah, actually, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, although that's the thing, like if it's I could see it being used for cases like that where everyone has to use like the same exact car, like the rented car, but who knows? Ooh, got a better exit. Getting the worst entry right here. Okay, actually the car stepped out of it, but then that actually helped me get a better exit out of the final turn. So this is probably 3/10. Let's see what this is. Okay, never mind. We're on it, boys. I can smell that 116. I can taste it. It tastes like oatmeal because that's what's in the mug right now. Getting that last turn nailed down is going to be so hard, though. Oh, I messed it up. that was not going to happen. Let me save this real quick. 117. We'll do the last 5 minutes. That was really close. Yeah. Had some oatmeal. I was like, you know what? I guess I'll take some oatmeal. It's good for your body. At least I hope it is. If it's not, oh well. There you go, Woody boy. That's how you gotta do it. Gotta get that 116. You see my boys over here. They're in the 116s. Actually, the one with the 164. That's a world record time right now. Mm-hmm. I would have had it warmed up, but or like, at least like really hot, but it's just warm. That reminds me. What was I gonna say? It's not bad. It's not bad oatmeal. It's good. It's good stuff. I remember once I was at a summer camp, so this was like when I was in middle school, and I remember for breakfast we had oatmeal, and it was like the most depressing thing ever. I remember someone asking me, he's like, what did it taste like? I'm like, it tastes like depression. Well, at least this one tastes a lot better. It actually has flavor. Yeah, if it's good oatmeal, then, you know, I'm get a stupid penalty. If it's good oatmeal, I'm down for it. I remember oatmeal, oh my gosh, oatmeal cookies. If it has just the right amount of flavoring into it, man, I can eat that all day. I might be a weirdo, but I guess as long as it has flavor, then I'm happy with it. Actually, I need to see what you actually. Let me see where your time's hanging out at. Gotta make sure I don't press exit. Okay, Woody boy, where are you? You're still the fastest one. You're hanging out right here, number 25. Mine isn't like super chewy. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's not crunchy, it's not chewy. I mean, I added a bit of milk. I might have added a little too much milk, but it's still good. That's all I care about. If it's good, then I'm gonna eat it. And we still have how many days? We got Friday, Saturday. I don't, because I can imagine that most people are going to be sweating out daily race C lap times, and that's not even including the current time trial challenge. So I think this one's going to have a bit less competition. No, I thought I got away with it. I thought I got away with it. Oh wait, he said it up time. I didn't even notice that. Do you know what time he has by any chance? I mean, I know I can just look, but I don't think I've ever beaten Perel's times. Even back in GT Sport, I don't think I've ever beaten his times. I know I've been close to it, but you know, he'd beat me up by a couple of tenths pretty much all the time. But those were during my golden days where I was somewhat good. I think that's just pushing it. Oh no, that's way too hot. Oh, 17.3. There we go. This might be the first time. Unless if he comes back, this might be the first time that'll be this lap time. There we go. We can add that to our resumes. Beat David Perel on a time trial. There you go. There you go. Around his pace. I mean, you could always go beat his time. It might take a while. You know, might be like me, be stuck in the vortex for a few hours. I just don't do it. It's pure torture. This is also why I try not to spend too much time in time trial, because at some point it just turns into suffering. Couch, how's it going? Good morning to you, or good evening to you. I'm just over here suffering. I mean, trying to get a 116 for daily race A, because I am subjecting myself to this kind of torment. All the European bros are here. That's kind of my situation as well. I spend more time doing time trials than racing, because, well, a lot of times I just don't have enough. I just don't have the time to go racing. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do a few laps, try to get decent time. Okay, I'm done. But every now and then it's like, oh yeah, I got some time to do a couple races. All right, let's go race. And the first race that I do usually ends up being a mess, because I'm not familiar with how the cars with fuel and all that stuff, fuel and tire wear. And then you have a bunch of other cars around you, so I'm kind of just like, oh, what am I doing? It happens all the time. Favorite for time trial or for like a daily race? Because if we're talking like time trial, as in, I guess you could say like a time trial challenge. There's one I definitely do like. And it's the dumbest one ever. We had it in sport twice. Yes, see, it's this turn right here where my ghost goes wide. So if I can nail it down and then just take it home, then I'll get the 116. But apparently I keep forgetting how to drive. Yeah, I've actually I will say I'm surprised I've done 5 daily races this week. Yeah, 3 daily A races, 2 on Monday morning, only 2. Yep. That mostly sounds like what's been going on over here, Couch. Did a couple of daily race A, been spending more time on time trial. Same thing with race C. I did a couple of daily race C, spent a bit of time in time trial, and it's like, okay, I'm going to call it a day. For really raise it's 20 minutes. Yeah, that counts. Yeah, we can say that counts. It's online, right? So I'm gonna say that counts. I mean, if you want to say single player stuff, I mean, yeah, that can count. You can count that. I mean, it's not the same exact thing, but I'll count it. For today's Nations Cup, the Nations Cup is really weird, because I think because the cars are pre-tuned, but each car can only have, or each car, they're assigned specific tires. So like the Z Performance, so the 2023 model, that one can have sports medium, sports hard. The 240 can only have sports soft. The Z33 can only have sports hard. It's really weird. I think that one's just a really easy zero stop race. In other words, just pick the Z Performance, because all the other cars are way off pace. Because I don't remember there being any mention of a mandatory pit stop or anything like that. I think I checked it early today, and at least to me, it looked like it was a really easy zero stop. Yeah, I haven't even done the time trial. I just quickly tested the cars. It's like, yep, there's only one car that's going to be good for this race. I mean, I even just looked at the time trial leaderboards. It's like, yep, it's the Z Performance, because I don't know what the heck they were doing when they were pre-tuning the cars. Good morning from Germany. What am I watching? You're watching me suffer. I mean, try to do daily race A time trial. I have been stuck in the vortex for a while trying to get a 116. If I get into the 116s, that'll put me very close to top 10 in the world. Because I think like a 169, I think it's like 8th to 12th place. Share a 116.9, so I want to try and see if I can get into that time range. That, and I don't know why I have a love-hate relationship with this car, so I'm trying to get good with it. Yeah, so BOP is off, but yeah, but the cars are pre-tuned, so we are not tuning the cars. The Polyphony, they have the cars already tuned, so you can't do anything to them. The only thing you can do is change their tire compounds if the car has multiple tire compounds it can use, but go for the softer tire compounds. It's a really weird race. And it's also a bit upsetting that you can't see what they did to the cars with the tunes. I mean, like the visual stuff, you can see what they did, because I know some cars you can see that they have a racing brake. Some cars you can tell that it has a racing transmission. But you're trying to find out like the suspension values and all that stuff. Yeah, we're not gonna know. By the way, I mean, just by looking at the car selection, you can already tell that one car has heck of a lot more power and performs overall better than everything else. Thanks for stopping by, Arkeys. Hey, that's how we do it. First time Monday morning. And I messed up. Yeah. And again, I'm not sure what PD was doing for this Nations Cup race. It still doesn't make sense to me why they're... I still keep thinking about the 240 because that's the car that has the least amount of power. I think it has like half as much power as the Z Performance. I mean, yeah, the the 240, it's on sports soft tires, but it is horrendously slow on the main straight. I think it's like almost 20 miles an hour slower than the Z Performance on the main straight. So if you're using the 240, you're not going to get anywhere. You're pretty much guaranteed to lose. I mean, you might do good on sector 3, but that's about it. And then you'll just get left behind everywhere else because no power, no speed. All good. Yeah, I mean, there's always a race details that, well, at least in terms of like this specific race, yeah, it's a weird one. But I know the race details, like if there's like a mandatory pit stop or if there's tire compounds that you have to use, then you can always just check there before you enter the race. That way you'll have an idea of what you'll need to do, if you need to do anything. But I think this one is just pick the fastest car, Z Performance, and make sure you use sports main tires, and then go race. Anyways, I forgot how to drive again, because I don't remember when was the last time I've been able to complete a lap again. Oh yeah, getting the right settings is struggle. Mm-hmm. It sounds like me whenever I'm trying to tune a car. It's like, okay, what the heck am I doing with this car? And it's like I come close to getting it nailed down and then I ruin it. That's actually why I get really nervous with tuning races. Or actually, not even just that. Do you remember the lap time challenge at the Nordschleife? Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty nervous trying to build a decent tune. That was way too hot. Trying to build a decent tune for the NSX. Because that car was wild to drive. It was like... So I just remember putting almost max diff lock on it. Made it one understeer boy, but I mean, it was a bit better to drive. But I had to... What do you call it? Oh gosh, J-Funk! I'm headed to bed soon. Thanks for everything, Mister. You've been a big part of me getting
to party time.
Years, and I appreciate what you do. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the awesome support as well. And have a good night, because I know it's getting pretty late. But as I was saying, breaking too late. But as I was saying, trying to tune the NSX was really challenging. There were a lot of frustrating moments, but at the same time, I did learn a lot from trying to tune the cars, or that car. Yeah, because I remember, I had nearly max diff lock, like the value, what do you call it, like the initial torque, I think it's initial torque and the braking sensitivity, those were really high. And then after I made the guide, I wanted to toy around with it a bit more, so I think I waited until next week before I started messing around with it a bit more. Got stuck in the vortex for a while, but eventually I was able to make an improved tune that helped me find a bit more time. But trying to really push it to the limits was incredibly difficult. Yeah, I was way too late. Yeah, that's always the worst case scenario, where it's like you try different tunes, it's like, okay, yeah, none of this is working. Yeah, because I've had some people tell me that, where... Yeah, because I have some people tell me, oh yeah, this one person's tune didn't work out, but yours did, or your tune didn't work out, but this one's did. I had someone tell me that the most interesting one I heard was, there's one person, they got different parts of different people's tunes. So like he got one part of my tune, one part from another tune, to basically create his own tune, and it worked out for him. It's like, oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, because remember him saying, he's like, oh yeah, your tune didn't work, but I like this part, so I took it, and then I took another part of the tune, and eventually it all worked out for me. He's like, that's actually a pretty brilliant idea for him. I'm glad it worked out for him. As I get a track penalty. Hold on real quick. Really amazed by how some of these can read chat. I'm still learning how to do that. I can only do it on the main straight. I mean, but even sometimes on the main straight, I unintentionally veer off and bin it. I've had it happen multiple times. So I'm still learning how to do that. It also doesn't help that because I'm reading the chat out of the phone, and it's all the way over here. So the letters are a bit small. So it's a bit hard for me to read chat at times, especially if things are getting like really intense. And then I have a bottle of water with me, so Oh yeah, that in the mug with the oatmeal in it. It's doing the thing. It wanted to turn left. How's it going, DB? Doing alright. I'm just trying to get a 116 for Daily Race A. I've been really close a couple times. Close, but not close enough. So I'm hoping that I can get it before I have to go to bed. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Luckily, these laps are somewhat short. Oh gosh. I'm not too sure about VR. I don't even. If I were to have a VR, I wouldn't even know where to place it because I don't have space for it. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting a really poor turn one, so it's already like 2/10 down. With a track penalty. Let's go. Alright, Cliff. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck in your race. Watch out for turn 1. And then start of sector 3. Because there's shenanigans waiting for everyone there. Completely forgot the Nations was tonight. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw, what is it, the RA272 at Monza? I didn't see what tires it'll be on, but man, that's going to be something else. That's going to be hilarity. You just got to be careful about turn 1, because I can imagine if you get punted into turn 1, you're going to get a DR reset, because I think SR's on. I guess in a way I overcorrected, so the car, yeah, and then the car just wanted to do its own thing. Racing hard tires, interesting. So pretty much like a fully stock, as like if we were to just get it from the Legends dealership. Might do a couple races in the Haxum account. Because Race C, I'm not too sure about Race C next week. It might be fully stock. Hopefully it's fully stock. Got on the throttle too early. What was I gonna say? Oh, so even though you can put like the bumpers and all that stuff for this Daily Race A, the BOP is on, or balance of performance. So whether you put wings on it or the splitters, it's not gonna do anything because you're essentially racing in a fully stock car. I mean, it would have been very useful to put a bit more downforce. Actually, I would have put ballast on it to calm the car down a lot more. A bit of a front ballast. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Racy will be the Audi show. I might try to rebel and see if I can make something work with the Suzuki Swift. It might not work so well, but it might be worth a try. I went way too slow. That was way too slow. way too slow, but somehow caught up to the ghost, so we'll just keep going. Yeah, that turn's so hard to nail down. No, I hit the wall. I thought I had it. No, yeah, I think this would have been a really good tuning race. You know, just keep the power and weight restrictions, so that way, you know, you don't have to resort to doing any sort of performance point breaks, and you know, that way it becomes, all right, what's like trying to make the best build. You know, something that can be fast and that can handle all these turns, and you're good to go. But that's not the case. Fully stock, I mean, it makes it its own challenge. But I feel like you'll learn a lot more by getting a good idea about how to drive these monsters as I get a track penalty. Yeah, about assist helping on. Yeah, I haven't heard about it, but I've seen it. I've seen some people using counter steer assist. So, you remember the Daytona road course challenge with the NSX? I saw some people using counter steer assist. Some were using the the stability management. I saw some people using that. Made life a heck of a lot easier. I tried not to use them. Because I know it'll help a lot, but I'm just trying to challenge myself. That I'm making myself suffer. No, hit the apex way too early. But you can't. I mean, I could turn on the counter steers. Oh, okay, never mind. I know what you mean now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Couch. That'd be really cool. Yeah, it took a while to get used to how the NSX drives. Was it 2017? But once you got a bit of an idea how to drive that NSX, everything kind of just fell into place. At least for me, that's what happened. And then unfortunately, I just had to sweat it out. But then I got fed up. I was like, okay, I'm going to call it a night. Because that lap time challenge quickly got frustrating. I mean, on the race car, I feel like on the race cars you don't really need it. But if the track is going to be soaking wet throughout the entire race, that's when counter steer assist becomes really strong. I think it was the recent World Tour, so before it. What was it? Because there was a bit of discussion between some of the World Tour drivers. Because they knew that I think it was the final race, or one of the races was going to be at Spa. And I think they were told that it might rain, so I remember some of them did some practice races, and they did a couple with the rain on, So what some of them did, they tried the counter steer assist and they found out how OP it is. Like it's not even funny how strong it is. I mean, we've known it for a while, but when they were getting ready for the Monaco World Tour, that's where like it became really evident how strong it is. So they talked it with Polyphony, and ultimately I think they banned. Hold on, because my stream. I gotta go through ads. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. I saw my thing buffering. There we go. Yeah, I saw my thing buffering. It's like, uh-oh, something happened. Yeah, I think for the World Tours, they now have it so it's just ABS. Actually, I don't know about traction control, but I know counter steer assist and ASM, that's turned off. Like, you can't use those. But yeah, they had to bring it up because some of them saw how strong the counter steer assist was going to be for that Spa race. Give me a moment. Just checking something really quick. There we go. All right. Let me just refresh chat real quick. There we go. I think we should be good. Yeah. The only time I use... yeah, the only times I use traction control are for grid start. What am I doing? For grid starts, and sometimes I'll use it in the rain, but it's like a rarity. I guess. Actually, I think it depends on the car I'm using. By the way, I'm still like trying to be really gentle on the throttle. That way, I don't have to rely too much on traction control. Yeah. Okay, I know I was told about, oh yeah, how do you read chat when you're driving? He's like, yeah, I can't even drive in a straight line because I just veered into a wall as I was reading chat. It's all good though, it's just time trial. And with penalties and damage. But yeah, traction control 1 in the rain, yeah, it's, at least for me, it depends on the car. If the car is good on the rain, then I might not use it. But I try not to depend too much on it. It's always nice to have a little safety net. I apex too early. And I think I clipped just a little bit of the sand and they gave me a bit of understeer. I like how I mentioned this is going to be a short time trial stream. I think I'm already about an hour in. An hour and a half in, probably. And with basically zero progress. Lots of penalties, though. Oof. Give me a moment. There we go. Yeah. Spa's gonna be an interesting race. I'm hoping I can make it to that race. That is true, Couch. Or if you're using a death trap like this car, where you're constantly fighting with it. I think no, that's definitely a penalty. Oh yeah, the super silhouette. That car's gonna be pretty OP. Are you talking about? Oh, that's a shame, Ash. Come on. Now I need to learn how to get good with this combo again. Well, maybe the first one was probably could have gone away with it, but the second one, like right when I hit the retry, that was definitely a penalty. About a 10th down right now. I got way too aggressive. I lost my patience on the right kink before the hairpin. And it's frustrating because it's like, you know you can do it. You know you can get that time. It's just that you hit a wall. And then it takes about 10 years before you can finally break into the next second barrier. Come on. There we go. Still have no idea how the AMG is gonna do for Spa. Might be okay. That's kind of it. It'll just be okay. Oh, such a bad exit. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, now the car's misbehaving. It doesn't like me anymore. Surprisingly, no. I think Valerio Gallo drives in chase cam. Def Son drives in chase cam. I'm just okay in chase cam. When I hit the wall, make something different for half an hour, not driving. I wish, but I would do the same. But at this point, I've been stuck in the vortex. So it's like, nope. It's like, nope. I have to do it. I have to do it. I'm not gonna stop. Well, I will have to stop at some point, but I'm not gonna. But for now, I'm not gonna stop until I can hopefully get that lap time down. Yeah, I use roof cam at times, but it's mostly when it's either nighttime or when I'm in a car that's blocking the entire screen, like the pickup trucks in the summer bus. Those are the only times where I switch cameras, but other than that, I'm usually in chase cam. I mean, then again, I've been used to chase cam for so long that I've kind of just, it's kind of been my default camera view for whatever racing game I'm using or playing. I mean, with very few exceptions. Literally hitting the wall. Exclusively in VR now, so no choice. What worries me about VR is that if I already get one, how long would I be using it for? I'm like, what am I doing? If I were to get a VR, how long I'd be using it for? I feel like I wouldn't be using it for that long. You know, it's like I'll use it a few times, and then I'll kind of just forget about it. Then it's expensive, so it's like, yeah, I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon. Here we go. Attempt number 20 million. No! The car did the thing again. It wanted to turn left instead of right. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not sure about the VR phase. I mean, if I was on VR chat a lot, I can imagine myself getting one, but right now it's like, no, I don't see myself getting one. Yeah, it's a big investment. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, I know it's not the same exact thing, but you know, if you're really thinking about getting a wheel, it's like, do you see yourself using it in the long run? Because it's a big investment. Think about it for a long time before you make your choice. Because that's definitely what I had to do before I got the Logitech wheels. Like, it's like, that thing is $400. Do you see yourself using the wheel a lot? Better make use of those $400. I was like, okay, here we go. Here comes my first wheel. Yeah, I can imagine how insane GT7 is with VR. But for now, the day I get to use it, that will have to wait. That might be a penalty. Oh, that was different. I was gonna keep going. Let's see how much closer I get to the ghost. Never mind, not closer at all. In fact, I'm facing the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, space is definitely a big problem. Especially if you're gonna get like those big old rigs. He's like, well, do you have the space for it? Because if you don't, can you make the space for it, or else it's just not gonna work. That's why. How long have I had this rig for? I think about a year and a half. Still using the challenge, the Playseat challenge. It's just the right size for a small room like this. Although the funny thing is that when I got the Fanatec, this is mostly for the pedals. I had a zip tie into the foot part of the rig because the thing is the foot pedals are gigantic and heavy. I thought I was gonna make it work. Ferrari, how's it going? It's good to see you too. Hopefully you've been doing well. Oh man, give me a moment. I thought I was close to getting it, but nope. As long as it works, Woody boy. I mean, if it works, it works. That is true, DB. Don't need to your monitor with the VR now. Okay, let me just... There we go. Dex, I'm still learning. I feel like I can only do it like read and drive well on the straight, but even then sometimes I just veer off into the wall and hit it. I'm not as good as others. That and the phone, because I'm reading chat off of the phone's all the way to my right, because that's where I'm reading chat from, so it's like right over here instead of like next to the monitor or above it. But yeah, messed that up again. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I know I forgot to say that at the start of the stream, but hopefully you guys are doing well. Watching me suffer as I still have not improved on this lap time, because yeah, it's just suffering. Finish all your finals for school. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully you did well on them. But yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on how finals can be really stressful. I was actually talking to my dad the other day about some of my finals. Not fun. Question: in GT7 controller sensitivity setting, so the controller sensitivity, it only affects the controller. So I have mine on 10. Ideally you want to bring it all the way up, because when you turn here, I'll show you. Let me do this. Give me a moment. Let's see if I can get the... Okay. You might be able to see just a little... Trying to get the driver's side exposed to the sunlight, so give me a moment. Okay, this might work. Okay. So the thing is that with the wheel, you can turn it really fast, right? But with the controller, it turns rather slowly, so I'm going to go ahead and move the controller, so give me a moment. Because the thing is that... Give me a moment. I have to tell the game I'm using the controller. So there you go. So if I move usually if I move the controller, like the steering, it responds slower. I think it's only a bit faster because I'm not moving at all. But that's like one thing I've noticed. Whereas like I'm trying to go through a turn, especially like in a high-speed car, and if I do it on the wheel, I can go through it without too much of a problem. But with the controller, the turn-in's a lot slower. So that's why I have it all the way up to 10 to try to make that problem not as bad. I know if you know Daniel Salas, so he's the one that does the. He's the one that you see for the B license. He mainly plays on the controller, and I know he's talked about that issue where the turn-in with the controller is a lot slower, even if you have it all the way up at 10. I mean, it's faster on 10, but it's still slower compared to wheel. You can still get fast times on the controller, but because of that disadvantage, it makes it harder. I think there was something about in the 1.29 update where they did something with the controller. I don't remember though. Yeah, there's a video on YouTube where, yeah, I think Z28 Gaming, I think he made a video about that a while ago, but I don't remember which version of the game it was on, because I know it was GT7, but I don't remember how long ago that it was when he made that video. But yeah, but I do remember that. On health, I did good. I got A on part, right on. Hopefully you pass all your classes, Ferrari. Can't even challenge it. Yeah, oh yeah, the headset thing. Because if I were to be in a party, I wouldn't be able to talk to them unless if I just... Actually, there's a way I can talk to people in a party if I'm streaming. But it's... because I'm streaming through Streamlabs, so it's connected to... The PlayStation is connected to the capture card. And I have like a little audio cable connected to the controller. I remember I did it a couple times before in GT Sport, but I don't remember. I wouldn't remember how I'd have to do it now. Beast. That's what I'm saying. I remember. I think there was something mentioned about the controllers in the version 1.29 patch notes. So like this, well, basically this update. You know, before the hotfix. I think there was something mentioned about that. Where I think they might have. I want to say they might have adjusted sensitivity, but I don't remember. But I do remember that when I was going through the patch notes, there was something about that. Why can't I get this turn now down? Anyways, Beast, hello. Yeah, it's Calster. Oh man, I haven't heard from him in a while. But Harmonic, he is an insane driver, and he's on the pad. You might have seen his videos, especially like in the early days of GT7, where he talked about like how to tune the cars, like how to tune suspension, how to tune transmission. Because I think he's an engineer and a mechanic. So like he really knows his stuff when he's talking about those things, and his pace is insane. I think if he wasn't so busy, I think I could imagine him easily getting into the World Tours, because his pace is incredible. I remember, I think it was because I was talking to Solace, so Daniel Solace. I was in a party chat with him one time, and he happened to be racing Harmonic at the time, and Harmonic was keeping up with him. And I think Harmonic barely beat him, so they're both on controllers, and they're both duking it out for first place. And putting out insane lap times. But I do hope he shows up to try to compete for GT World Tour spot, because he's someone I would definitely love to see there in a World Tour. But I think, what was he doing? Actually, you know what? Give me a moment. I want to see, because I remember seeing what he was up to recently. Give me a moment. What was he doing? Now I'm curious. Oh, that's what he was doing. There we go. He was working on one of the cars for the Rolex 24. That's the last thing I've heard about him. Some action tips how to set a best force feedback. Oh, okay. Yeah, another force feedback stuff, that's just for the wheel, but the controller settings, that's exclusively for the controller. Yeah, force feedback stuff, that's for the wheel. Now the question is, can I get good again? Because my pace clearly fell off again. That is true, Couch. That's one thing I envy about controller players, where if it's like a really sketchy car to drive, then it's a bit easier on the controller. I know on rally, when it comes to rally stuff in GT7, I'm a lot faster on the controller than on the wheel. I don't know why, but that's a thing. So if I'm thinking about doing because I think there's a Nations Cup race at Frischman's Ranch, I might do it on the controller. But I haven't driven that track for a while, so I'll have to see how it is. Or no, yeah, I might be on the controller. Because the thing is that, especially for like some of the really sharp turns, if you have to turn the wheel, like, it gets really annoying because you can't do it fast enough. Especially if you have like a F1 style wheel like mine. Whereas the controller is like, there you go. Just turn the stick all the way to one direction. You're good to go. But we'll see, because I think they have differential lock settings and I messed that up. And brake balance settings on for that race, so we'll see how it goes. Alex, how's it going? Same here. I can only drift on the controller. I'll have to talk to Cyrus, so Tyrannosaurus Rex. He knows how to drift on the wheel in this game. I'll have to talk to him to teach me how to do that. Because I'd love to learn how to drift cars one day. At least in this game. Actually, is Damien on the controller as well? Because I've raced with him a couple of times. I think I've raced with him a couple of times, but I've never really talked to him. All I know is that he's fast. That's a penalty as well. Vibration controller is better. Sadly, on my Fanatec wheel. You can't feel the curves as much on the Fanatec, but That's one of the things that that's one thing I'll say about the Fanatec wheels. Trying to set them up is a pain. I had to talk to someone to give me an idea about how to set up the wheels so I can feel everything, how to feel all the feedback, feel the curves and all that stuff. Because I know if I were to try to set it myself, it wouldn't end well. I'd probably break the wheel in the process. Woody boy, I'm jealous of you. That's probably one of the things I miss about the Logitech wheel. I mean, I have it up here, the Logitech wheel, but I don't use it. Give me a moment. No, that's a corner cut. I thought I was getting close. Oh man, I remember the Audi R8 license. That was a nightmare to do on the wheel. Even the controller, it was still a nightmare. I don't know how I golded it, but yeah, even I think even now it's still pretty bad to drive. Woody boy, you're asking the wrong person, because I basically know nothing. If you're asking, oh yeah, what do you think about this wheel? It's like, I don't know. I'm out of the loop. So I should probably look at that, but I don't want to look at the price. It would probably scare me off. I mean, all these things, the wheelbase and all that stuff, all this stuff was given to me. Like some beautiful souls have given me all these things. And I'm eternally grateful, because I could have never seen myself with a Fanatec or this rig. Because it's like, yeah, this stuff is way too much. But then some people are like, here you go. And I'm like, I was like surprised. It's like, whoa, like holy hell, you guys are nice. Thank you. And actually, the Fanatec stuff that came in just in time, because the pedals on my G29, they committed to die. Like, the pedals just stopped working, so that was a lot of fun. So I was like, okay, well, time to set up the Fanatec. Yeah, I mean, even
the whistles got woo.
Even this, okay, I keep forgetting what wheel this is called. All I know is that it comes with a DD1. Like, this is the newest thing I've gotten. I probably shouldn't be doing this so often, but give me a moment. There we go. Yeah, someone sent this wheel over. I don't want to say their name, because privacy reasons. So, if you're watching this video, person who I'm talking to, thank you for sending this wheel over, because this is my new go-to wheel. The other wheel, I mean, it's basically like the basic version of this one. It's basically my backup wheel now. And TSX Chef, thanks for joining the membership. I think I'm gonna have to look it up to see exactly what wheel this is. on, get this down. Hold on. I really gotta focus on this. I feel like I'm not focusing enough, so I'm just committing a bunch of mistakes. Not that it matters, because I just got a penalty. Watch Digit Key, Super GT, never reference to you guys. Could have seen it. Thank you. Oh yeah, I just saw your message. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know this was like really early in the stream, but I know someone mentioned that Super GT mentioned me again, so I gotta find out where he mentions me. Because I've been watching some of his videos lately, but I don't remember where he mentions me. Now I sound like I'm full of myself, so now I feel a bit bad. Red Bears, yeah, somehow still suffering here. Haven't gone to bed crying yet, because I am determined to try to get the 116, and so far no luck. Hammer time. Sadly I don't have a hammer with me, so. And I don't want to hammer on the throttle, because then that'll have me facing the wrong way. Since this car is a bit of a wild boy to drive. Yeah, I remember in the early days of GT Sport, Super GT was one of the first people I started watching. And then that eventually got me down the Gran Turismo rabbit hole. I think it was him and Key. They were like the first ones I started watching. And then eventually that's how I discovered Z28, and then the rest was history. As I mess up this turn. I think I could have had that turn if I wasn't so impatient. Nice. Hopefully my ghost helped. Hopefully, actually, oh yeah, never. I was about to say, I don't know why I thought the Grand Valley one. I was about to say is like, did I use a Porsche? But I was like, wait, no, I used the Ford. Have I tried the VR? I haven't. I mean, I don't have it. I've thought about getting the VR, but it's like, it's pretty expensive. I don't have the space for it, and the big thing is, do I see myself using it down the road? So for now, I don't see myself using the VR headset or getting one. I thought I had it. I honestly thought I had it. But yeah, but for now, I don't see myself getting the VR headset. Maybe sometime in the future I'll probably think about getting one, but for now, that's not in the plans. I think I have dirty tires, so I'll have to restart this. Yeah, I've heard how good it is. It's like, I would love to try it, but right now it's like, for me, I don't think I can see myself with it right now. Maybe one day, but today is not that day. I already know the first car I get into for the VR, and that's the Pontiac GTO. Yeah, the Ford is so weird to drive. I don't know if this is just a me thing, but it feels so weird to drive. I don't know how to explain it. It just, I don't know, it just feels weird. I mean, it feels okay during time trial, but when I took it out for the race, I just couldn't find my pace with it. Like, I was having a really bad time. So then that's when I got into Porsche, and I was like, okay, I'm doing a lot better in the Porsche. You know what? I'm just going to stick with this car instead. Ooh, I'm really close to the ghost. Give me a 10th and a bit. I think that's a penalty. It's worse. It's a 1 second penalty. It's so frustrating. If I didn't cut that turn, I think I could have had it. Pontiac GTO the Judge is my dream car. I would love to own that car one day. You should have seen me when they announced the car in the update. I was crying. I was crying tears of joy. I was like, yes, they added my dream car. They heard my prayers. Yeah, I just feel like a belt on especially on Sector 2, the 4GT just is like turning. What's that? Although I should have tried out the McLaren. I've been sleeping on that car. I've been hearing about how good it is, and I just keep telling myself I should try it, and I don't. I keep forgetting about it. Excuse me. Oh, that might be a corner cut. Yeah, it's a corner cut. We'll keep going. Oh, it's really... well, except for this turn. It's really frustrating because I know what I need to do, but I can't do it. Because whenever I come to the most critical part, I choke it. What you're seeing, chat, is me starting to lose my sanity. And me starting to get desperate as I'm running out of time. Now, as a wee kid, there was a brand new judge we walked by. Oh man, I would have been all over that car. Yeah, I remember I think I've only seen 2. Oh, why did I go down a second gear? I've only seen 2 judges ever. One was at a Cars and Coffee. And then the other one was a car spotting. And I was so lucky when I had, because I went to a beach town that day. And I just happened to take my camera with me. Cause I don't remember why I took the camera. I was like, oh, I'll just take it just in case. And then I was getting ready to go home. I was walking to the car. And then I just see a judge pulling up. It's going through the wharf, pulls up to the parking spot right in front of me, and I'm like, yo, can I take a picture of your car? Oh, the guy was so nice. He's like, yeah, take pictures of it. He's like, sweet. He's like, this is my dream car right here. Actually, I lied. I've seen 3 judges. I remember there was another not auto show, but like another car show where I saw a judge. The only thing was that judge the one that I saw at a car show, it didn't have like the factory wheels, but the other ones I've seen did have their factory wheels. So, it was just bliss. It was beautiful to see. Especially the 69 GTO the Judge, those are the ones that I want the most. There's one mile in fourth gear. Oh man. Oh man. That reminds me, he's like, oh man, I'm getting older as well. I feel like I think I was mentioning this. I feel like I feel like my golden days were in GT Sport, and that was where I peaked, and that's all slowly going downhill. But we'll see. I'm not 30 yet, but I'm getting close to there. Yeah, Woody, but it's the worst. I mean, I already knew that lap was done with, but just seeing that it's there and I just need to string it all together, that's what's really getting to me. And I keep being pretty inconsistent with turn one. Oh, couldn't get really narrow. Please tell me this is it. No, Ghost, get away from me! Get away from me, Ghost! Get away from me, Ghost! It's because, yeah, I kept it way too tight on the final turn. Get away from me! Shoo! And the car did the thing. It wanted to turn left. It's so close. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I know I can do it. I know I can nail it down, but I just need to really string it all together and not drive like an idiot. I mean, I do that all the time. Luckily, just in the game. Yeah. It's the carousel red. That color hits different. Well, maybe to me. Then the Ferrari F40. Oh man, that car is a beauty, especially in person. Six years old. Hey, let's go. 6 years old, I'm still playing games here. Love the whole 2 hours to not even... Yeah, that's the real struggle right there, Wide saying. It's like, yeah, let's see if I can spend 2 hours to try to improve my time. You know, just trying to improve 2/10. That's all I need, 2/10 of a second. 2 hours later, no progress. And I've gotten really close multiple times, and I just mess it up. I mess it up in the second half of the lap. This is a time trial vortex. I welcome y'all to it. Please don't do it. Because like once you get stuck in the vortex, then you're not gonna leave until you finally get the time that you're trying to get. Ooh, hold on. Nope. Too much beans right there. Too much beans right there. Yeah, so Andrew Lee has a 116.4. My goal is anything in the 116s. If I can get a bit closer to 116.8, then I'll be extremely satisfied. But anything in 116, I'll be very happy with. I mean, I'm already happy with this time, the 117.1, because this car is a handful to drive. But it's like, you're really close to 116. You might as well try to go for it. Yeah, DB. Sometimes I'm like that as well. He's like, yeah, I'm only gonna give myself like about an hour or two, but then every now and then there's a combo where I end up sweating it out, and this is one of them, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Nope, the car did not like that at all. That's the thing, right? Because trying to get a good time with this car is very difficult. So, where we are right now, I mean, yeah, we should definitely be happy about it. But still, it's like, you're really close. He's like, you want to go for it? You know, you want to get in the vortex? Come on in. And unfortunately, that's where I've been for the past few hours. Yeah, beautiful handful, that is true. Most people don't really talk chat while trying to say that is true. Or yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, normally I wouldn't actually, I know a lot of the time I don't do time trial and stream at the same time just because then I'm not focusing as much, but I had a feeling that I was going to be stuck in the vortex for a while for this combination, so I was like, I might as well just stream it. Might as well stream it until I either get the 116 or until it's time for me to go to bed, which is 20 minutes from now, but I might try to go over. Because I am hell-bent on trying to get this time. And I am worried that if I go to sleep and I come back to it the next day, it'll take me even longer. It's like I forget my pace, forget how to drive. So I might as well see if I can try to get it now. It also doesn't help that I need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, that is true. Short track, so if it was a North lap, I probably wouldn't even have bothered. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go for like a somewhat decent time and then call it a day. That and yeah, I've had history with this car in GT Sport and GT7, so I've had a love-hate relationship with this car. Yeah, that's my issue as well. Let's see, come on. Trying to go for the late apex. There we go. Especially with a car like this, I feel like it takes me even longer to try to get back to where I was in terms of like the pace for time trial. At least for time trial. Race pace is a different story. Oh, that curb's really going to cost me. That's definitely a track penalty. There you go. Flash, how's it going? Yeah, that and that's the thing, right? It's like, especially with cars that are really hard to drive, like once you nail it down, especially if it's a hard track, then it's quite possibly just one of the most rewarding experiences or things. He's like, yeah, you see that combo? It was a pain in the butt, but I did really good in it. Here we go. That was a really poor turn one, but we'll just keep going. Oh no, I hit the wall. You know what? I'm gonna do that real quick. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I also gotta change the controller because this one's about to die. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back. Actually, I'll use the bathroom and then I'll switch controllers. Be back. Alright, just gotta change controllers. Because the one I'm using is about to die. Normally I would get a coffee as well, but even this late at night, but I have to go to sleep early, somewhat early. Okay, audio sounding good. Move the controller aside. Have I tried the 217 Monster yet? I have not. I'm probably just gonna wait until until the day it comes out. That's the kind of turn I need for the final turn. That race is going to be so chaotic. That was a really poor turn one. And that happened. Could you imagine if could you imagine if it was Monza without the chicane? Without the first chicane? Everyone will be speeding off into the gravel on turn 1. Yeah, it's gonna be such a chaotic race. I think my other account has a RE272, so I'll probably do a couple races in that. See how it goes. Come on, please turn, please turn, please turn. You didn't turn enough. And this is going to be that's already a penalty. Now it's going to be the struggle. The struggle continues on. Give me a moment. There we go. Yeah, that's true. Oh gosh, another week of Major. And for Major, yeah, it's probably Audi Fest. The TT Cups are dominant again, so we're back to the GT Sport days where the TT Cup was dominating everything in the Group 4s. Yeah, that's our wheel count for Monza, so I can already see it catching a lot of people off guard. Oh, that's the thing though, my Ghost gets a really good exit out of the final turn. This lap is not it. I need to match the Ghost with the perfect last turn. And nope, the car did the thing again. I know, right? It's like, Ghost, get away from me. Slow down. No, it's because it's like right over here, the car snapped just a little bit, and I honestly thought it was going to be a throwaway lap, but that little snap helped the car get a much better exit out of the final turn, and it's going to be incredibly difficult to replicate that. And those are the worst, where you get like a perfect turn, but out of pure accident, you know, by accident. Come on. Come on. No, this one's not it. This one's not it. Give me a moment again. I need to check something. Dude, we're really close. Sorry. Just checking. So we're really close to 20,000 subscribers. Like we're only like 11 away, so it's pure. I don't know. It's really crazy to think about that. It's like, yo. Guys, back to the time trial. Time trial. I cannot talk properly now. So we almost there. We almost there. Yeah, my ghost gets a perfect turn 1. Come on, let's nail this down. Why did I have to mess it up? That's the most frustrating part. It's like, you know, you think about it too much and then you proceed to drive like an idiot. That's the worst. You think it's like you're about to nail it down. You think about it too much, and then you start to drive. You start to make the silliest mistakes, and that's one thing I really got to work on. Thank you, TSX Chef. Thank you, DB. Yeah, I thought I had it too, but then I started to. I just started to mess it up. I started to make the most basic errors. Yeah, that's one thing I gotta work on. Is like when you're under pressure, gotta keep your cool, and I clearly did not do that. It's still good to know that I can do it, and I just need to make it happen. Also gonna throw in the, yeah, it happens to all of us, and it's the worst feeling ever. Or at least one of the worst feelings ever. And I'm already like a 10.5 down from the ghost. Yeah, this one wasn't looking that good, so. Well, back to retrying again for the 1000th time, 1001st time, because I already cut the corner. Yeah, quite honestly, I just need to think about it less. Like, I'm overthinking it. Yeah, right now I'm overthinking it so much. Now I'm just what do you call it? Now I'm just making the most basic mistakes. It's always the worst thing. Come on. It's only taken me like 6 hours to try to get into 116. My gosh. No, please don't put that on me. Don't put that spell on me, because that has happened before. Or worse, when you get like a 0.00 number, then that's when I know that someone really has it in for me. can't get that same rotation that I did in the other lap. How dare you make it a penalty? Yeah, that wouldn't have been it either. Yeah, that's happened to me before. In the 0.00 or just a 0.0. It's really it's a, how do you say it? It's a really bad feeling. It's like, shoot, now I really gotta go get that 0.9. Here we go. Really close. Alright, well I messed it up, so let's just set up for the next lap. That's not how you set it up, but we'll just keep going. Do I use load cell pedals? My brake pedal is a load cell. I think I have it on the medium stiffness. Because I think I have like the soft, medium, and hard rubber stoppers, so I was messing around with this for a while and I settled in on the medium ones. But the throttle is not a load cell. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, too much beans. Telling you, it's a long night. It's definitely not 1 in the morning now. I was gonna say it's 12 a.m. again. I'm gonna give myself another hour. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm gonna give myself another hour. I'm really in the vortex now. Really in the vortex now. Thank you. Oh my, dude, I need the luck. I need the good luck. I've thrown away so many 16.9s. It's I don't know how you say it, but it really pisses me off because it's like, I know I could get to 16.9. I just need to string it all together. And I think it was like about, I want to say like 10 minutes ago, I think I could have had a 16.8. And on the, what do you call it, like the last 2 turns, so not the final turn over here, but this turn, give me a moment. This, you know which turn I'm talking about. That's where I just completely whiff it like a doofus and throw away that beautiful lap I could have had. But yeah, I will definitely need a luck though. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need luck and skills because apparently I have a skill issue. Actually, speaking of setting that stuff. The monitor is pretty far away from me. I would love to bring it closer, but there's a big old desk in the way. Oh well. But yeah, and yeah, this car, I just have a huge love-hate relationship with it, which is why I've been kind of stuck in this vortex. Yeah, it's so hard to spot the. Actually, not just to spot the apex. Too bad I can't show you because it was right here. I was on second gear, and I got on the throttle just a little too much, so the car snapped it started to step up quite a bit, but it actually helped me get a really good apex into the tunnel. So basically, I nailed down the last turn by accident, and it's really hard to replicate that. So I basically need to nail down everything else and then hope that I can get a decent last turn, as that's where the ghost is just gonna come at me really hard. Actually, even turn one, this ghost I tend to be quite a bit a ways behind the ghost. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Why is it penalty? Oh my god. I thought I had it. I thought I got away with it. Thanks for stopping by, Chef. Thanks for joining the membership thing as well. Have a good rest of the day or night. But yeah, I'm hell-bent on getting that 116. It's yelling my name. And I'm over here, well, just whiffing it everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere, even on the main street, because I've already hit the wall a couple times. Come on. And that's a really frustrating part because turn 4 is where my ghost really messes it up because it goes really wide. So I know that's where I can find the time, but then I just have to nail down everything else before the final turn. But then every now and then I have those moments where I just brake way too late for, what's it, turn 5? I don't even know which turn anymore. The turn with the stone brick wall on the left. We'll just call it that. What am I aiming for? That's a good question. I'm kind of just guessing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of just guessing it. I'm kind of just sending it and praying for the best. But to be fair, I guess I can show when we get there. Oh, that was a really bad turn. Okay, I'll show you which what I'm trying to aim for, because I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of tend to guess it, but I think I have an idea of what I'm really trying to aim for. So I'm kind of trying. Yeah, so you see my ghost. So I kind of try to aim for this spot right here. So you see where let me just back up a bit more. Yeah, so you see where this line in front of me meets with the shoulder line? That's kind of what I'm trying to aim for. I don't know about the other guys, what they're aiming for, but That's generally what I'm trying to go for. The only thing is that like the setup is where I tend to whiff it so much, because I know I have to go a bit wide and then bring myself in. But again, it's mostly the setup that I'm struggling a lot with. Yep, I'm still here. I'm probably gonna give it another hour wide, because apparently I love this pain, because I probably should have just backed out of it when I could have, but I think it's a little too late for that. You know, it could be the next day, you'll probably still see me here. At that point, I'll need help. I'll need to get some help. That's probably a corner cut. It's really frustrating because just barely can you get there and gets you a second penalty. That's what I feel like as well. Yeah, sometimes it just does feel random. But now that I'm thinking about it more, I have noticed I do kind of tend to go for that part where the stop line meets the shoulder. Again, it's just a setup that's incredibly hard to find out. Yeah, I just need to string it all together, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll be onto something good. That's the thing. It's like, okay, he's like, I know what I need to do. I just need to bring it all together into one neat little package, and then we'll be good to go. But I keep whiffing it everywhere. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, penalty system. For the final turn, oh, maybe. I kind of try to be in the middle of the track, so kind of where these double yellow lines are, that's where I try to be. I don't want to go way too wide, because I feel like that's just adding more distance. But that's just me. Even the penalty wants a long street. Yep, the penalty system wants it. It knows what I'm trying to do, so it's putting me through all this. Okay, not the worst turn one. That might be a penalty. Okay, I don't know how that was not a penalty, but now I know this little, whatever that kink is, that was definitely a penalty. But I think I had dirty tires though, so it would have ended well anyways. Just gotta be careful on the throttle. There we go. Oh yeah, it's it's really difficult to try to really nail things down. I mean, even just trying to get used to it is pretty difficult, but if you're trying to get like the best time, then you're in for a world of hurt. I've been trying to get a 116 for the longest time as I grazed the wall, and I've whiffed it so many times, it's not even funny anymore. Now it's just become sad. Oh, that's definitely a penalty. That's a penalty. I'm braking too early and turning in too early. That's the thing. This turn that we just went through, that's really hard to nail down as well. Because once you commit, especially with this car, once you commit, there's no going back. You better complete that turn and hope you don't end up in the wall. But yeah, it's like some corners I know what to do. I just need to do better for the other corners. Okay, that was actually not too bad. I'm gonna shut up for a moment. Alright guys, moment of truth. I'm gonna close my eyes. Please let this be it. Please let this be it. Yes! Oh! Oh! Finally! Oh, let's go, Bliss! Oh, yes. It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Oh my days. Ah. I did it, boys. I don't think it's a top 10, but I am so damn happy right now. I finally got what I've been trying to get. Oh my, why am I tearing up? Why am I tearing up over a virtual lap? Oh, why don't put that curse on me? Because I know that will happen. Kevin, thank you. Why? Yeah, don't put that curse on me, because that has happened before. Oh my gosh. Did I save this? I'm going to save it again just in case. Spain without the S has ended. Yep, there we go. Nah, I mean, to be fair, like this one's really, I mean, this one's is incredibly hard. I mean, even if you're trying to get used to it, you're trying to get a feel for it, it's really hard because the car, it kind of has a mind of its own. That put me number 11, but still, I am super happy about that. That's all I cared about. I just wanted my 116. There we go. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna come back to this. I think I'm done. I'm done with this. 0.8 went. No. No, beast. I might have hurt my wrist a bit. Still, just about half a second off from the top 3. Not too bad. That's actually really good for someone like me. Oh man. I'm gonna just save the entire hour. Oh man. kind of just want to see what it looks like. Race info. I kind of just want to see what it looks like. I'm not sure which camera view to do. I know I want to do one of the cockpit views. I might do this one just because the other one just it moves around too much and I might have hurt my wrist. Yeah, I want to see this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and start the lap. There we go. Yeah, I think it was right here where because I was really close to the ghost. That's why I was like, okay, I think I'm onto something good. This turn could have been a bit better, but then right here was this absolute bliss. This right here was like a beautiful dance. Hairpin could have been a bit better. Yeah, this right here, that's what I needed. And I got really nervous right here. It's like, oh god, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess it up. Yeah, missed a bit of the apex. Almost hit the wall. And then at that point, I was just praying. It's like, please beat the ghost. Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely had more time in the last corner. Because I think I went a bit wide. Actually, let me see where... Oh, something on my eye, but... Yeah, I went just a little wide. Oh, something on my eye. Yeah, just a little wide, and I think I was getting too excited. Let's see, where's the throttle? Hold on. I know. Yeah, I was getting pretty excited. It's like, oh god, I think this is it. I was so scared to look back because I didn't want to panic. But yeah, I think actually let's see, because the fourth turn was actually down. Actually, now that I think about it, fourth turn was better. Yeah, this hairpin could have been just a little better. Just a little better. And then where else? I think this turn I went a little too slow, but there you go. And yeah, just a little wide, but almost hit the wall. I was so scared about that, but there we go. All right, Woody boy, now you have to get the 116. Hopefully it doesn't take you as long as it took for me, because oh boy. Oh boy, I generally hope it doesn't take you as long as it took me. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. Now I can go to bed real happy now. And I'm going to the dentist appointment. You know, dentist is gonna be like, "Hey, what have you been up to lately?" I've been sweating out a time trial. Okay, well, anyways, you got a cavity. Shoot. Anyways, hopefully I don't get cavities because that'll suck. But anyways, that's gonna. I wish you the best. Venture, thank you. It's definitely worth trying out, but I hope it doesn't take you as long as it took me to get the time that you're trying to get. It's just incredibly hard to nail this all down. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. We are actually, let me check something. 19,989 subscribers. I'm really excited about the 20k. I have no idea what I'm going to do for 20k, but I'm pretty excited about getting there. We'll probably hit it in the next, I want to say like 2 to 3 days. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for stopping by this super random stream where you got to see me suffer for how long now? 2 hours, 3 hours. Trying to go faster. No, no, I'm done with this. I am so done with this. Very similar time as Xeon 17.8. Now you got to go for the 16. Hopefully it doesn't take you as long, but anyways, Woody Boy, Beast, Red Bear Z, Venture. Who else was here? White Saints. And Pedro. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Kevin, Blood and Gold. Hall, and who else was here? Okay. And everyone else, whoever was here, got a stick drift. There you go. I'm using the crappy controller right now. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Generally do appreciate you guys stopping by on this super random stream. Now I gotta end this. I'm gonna go to bed a very happy person. Yeah, go for it. As long as you do it carefully, Venture. But anyways, that's gonna be for me. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. This is Mr. MCA, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Thanks for stopping by. Much love. Take care. Have an awesome weekend. Good luck in your Nations Cup race if you're gonna do it, and see you in the next one.